Hi there, this is Wendy Collette, owner and founder of Dry Babe, which is absorbent sleepwear for hot mamas, here today to show you how superior Dry Babe is in its absorbency capabilities. So what we have here, if you'll pan across the bed, is 3 different night sweat sleepwear garments. The first one is a wicking garment made of 100% polyester. The one in the middle is Dry Babe, absorbent sleepwear again for hot mamas, which is 100% Turkish cotton. And the one on the end here is just a 60-40 cotton blend that you can find in any department store. So what we're going here to do today is to do an absorbency test to see what happens when you spritz each with some colored dye. What happens to that water? Is it absorbed into the product, which would be great for night sweats, or does it come out profusely in a spreading stain? Let's see what happens when we spritz the inside of each garment, and the reason why we're spritzing the inside as opposed to the outside is that's where you're sweating from. So it's actually more of a realistic test to do that. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to lift the garment and spray the inside, and then lay it back down. Now what you see here is a purple spreading stain. And when you go to see if the dye is coming out as being absorbed, you see that it's coming out and it's adhering to the paper towel. So what's happening here is that it's not being absorbed by the fabric, it's just now you're both wet on the inside and on the outside. So what happens when we do the same test with the Dry Babe garment? Let's lift it up, give it a spritz, put it back down. And what you notice is that while Dry Babe, you start to see a little bit of the dye come through. It's certainly not like the wicking garment. And when you do the same paper towel blot test, let's see what happens. I'm going to press down exactly like I did with the wicking, and let's see what happens. Absolutely nothing. So nothing is coming through from the other side. And what this means is that Dry Babe's 100% cotton long fibers is actually taking that water and slowly having it sink through the garment, up through the garment. Now what happens when we do it with the 60-40 cotton poly blend? Let's give it a spray, put it back down, and what you see here is an even larger spreading stain than you have with the wicking. And when you push that in here, well, then you get something that's pretty equivalent to the wicking in terms of not being absorbed. So by looking at all 3, you'll see that the Dry Babe garment is the one that's 100% absorbent. It's the one that's going to get you through the night and let you sleep very peacefully and dryly, which has been my experience since I've been wearing my garment since January. Thank you very much for your time, and I will talk to you soon.